Yummy! No road trip can start without truck stop bean burritos, a squirt of am I even focused in there? A squirt of nacho cheese, and a large cup of coffee. It's going to be a good weekend, guys. Awesome. All right, here we are in Central Point, Oregon. It's in our path of travel on up to the Rancho. Let me show you where we're getting here at the J. Herbert Stone Nursery. All right, here's what we've got. I didn't feel right pulling out my camera and taking video of inside their cold rooms. It's just basically boxes and boxes of trees stacked to the ceilings, literally stacked to the ceilings. This is when I called and the order was February 20th. And here's today, the 22nd. We got Noble Firs. Noble Firs. 46 cents a tree is what we paid. We got 300 of them in the box there. And that's going to be the weekend. It's going to be the weekend. Planting trees. So I'll show you what we've got going on when we get up to the house. Sounds like lunch is calling. Following morning, got a bunch of house stuff fixed yesterday. Quite the laundry list. There's really not any snow on the ground, so it doesn't look like at least not on my side of the hill. I'm pretty sunny over here. Across the creek in the shadows, it's got a little bit of snow down here by the barn. Made a little burn pile, made actually 2 burn piles, raked up some pine needles and pine cones, and just a laundry list of things to do around the house, which is kind of fun. Now that they're done, they're fun. So I'm gonna grab me a spot of breakfast, some breakfast. I'm gonna put up some trees, put some trees in the ground, put up some bird houses. Here's one I built a long time ago. All right, so you get the snow chains pulled off. Check the air pressure in the tires. Oh, I do need to top the tank off. Got oil. Let's fire this thing up, see if it starts. Yay. Give that a minute to warm up. I will check the gas this time, I don't want to run out. And here we have our tree planting tools. Courtesy of, those are our bags. These are the bags you use to put the trees in. These are the homemade, courtesy of some scrap metal tree planting spades. They work most awesome. Awesome. Hell, the old scooter. I like this 3-wheeler. My $150 Craigslist 3-wheeler. It's awesome. All right, let me top the tank off. Fire it up. Be with you guys in just a minute. Alrighty, so we've got bags strapped. We got tools strapped. Got a full tank of fuel. Yeah, I shut the engine off to fill it up. I'm not that silly. Got a good pair of work gloves. Got trees on the Polaris. There we go. Gonna let these babies warm up a little bit. We're going off to the back 40. The back 40 acres, which is way back on the other side of this knoll. The main 80 acres is up here around the house. And then there's a 40-acre parcel right on that's still attached. It's 2 separate parcels, an 80 and a 40, but we're gonna go for the 40-acre, which is way on the other side here. So we gotta go around to get to it. I can't film and ride at the same time because, well, I got clutch and I got a thumb throttle. So I'll get you going when we get going. Okay. All right, so the old scooter's made it. Trees in the brown box. We're gonna line the road that comes in here. These are Noble Firs and they require a bit of shade. I think I've mentioned that before. The approved home site is here. We came from just over that knoll there. If you can see, let's see, between these 2 trees is the septic tank. I can't see because the sun's in my eyes. Let me see if I can zoom in. Those 2 shiny black domes out there in the distance, that's the septic tank for this house site. Sorry for the shakies if I got the shakes there. So there you go, we're gonna let's unload these trees, fill up our bags, and I'll show you what we have going on. These are 2nd-year seedlings. Oh, a piece of cake. That's not much root base at all. That's perfect. Perfect. All right, we're gonna fill the bags, and you guys can see me do some work. And this is why we affectionately refer to him as Shop Dummy. Hey pal, want to come up for a great weekend of riding quads, playing in the dirt, getting dirty? Isn't that awesome? Isn't that an awesome thought? Oh yeah, when we get up here, we got to make a quick pit stop and buy some trees. And that playing in the dirt, yeah, depends what your definition of play is. But he did get to ride some quads. Awesome. So basically the way we do it for the most production, it seems like, when there's 2 people up here, is one person digs, we split the trees evenly in each other's bags. One person spikes holes while the other one plants, so their bag is empty, and then the other guy gets to spike holes, and I get to plant trees until my bag's empty. So these noble firs go in among the shaded trees. This one may be a little too bright, we'll find out. Sometimes they're pretty sturdy. I like planting them around where there's already an established tree or so. Shut up, dog, because then we know that the conditions are right for these firs. Pine trees you can plant on the backside of a rock. The sugar pine, the ponderosa pine, and the Jeffrey pine are pretty common around here. And then they also plant lodgepole pine, which are not quite as pretty, but they do grow quickly. So let's keep on going. I still have a bag full. And then I have a few that I want to plant a little closer to the house, and we'll see where we end up. Well, as you could see, it warmed up a little bit. Take my jacket off. We got the 200 in the ground. I've got about 100 left. We're going to fire those in the ground a little closer to the house. But we'll see. We'll come back here later this year in the summertime, after the rainy season's gone. Oh, look. Got some firewood. That's a little too small. Or we could run that on the sawmill. Ooh. Yeah, it's time to start surveying the trees to see what made it through the winter and what is going to be thrown on the sawmill. So we're packed up, we're ready to go. We're gonna run back close to the house. I'll get you guys some video of that. Yep, the sun's coming out a bit. It's just before noon. We're back on our side of the hill where the house is, and we're going to plant the rest of the trees kind of up in here. It's actually quite a lovely spring afternoon, mid-morning afternoon. And of course, as soon as I turn the camera on, all the birds stop. Stupid birds. Here's a happy sight. Empty bags. Empty bags. Turned out to be a great day. I'm gonna go stick those bird houses up on the trees, and then it gives us a couple hours of sunlight. I think we're gonna go visit some neighbors. Spread some good cheer. You know how it is. Oh, maybe you don't. Awesome.
Maybe you don't.
Maybe you don't. Look, there's a three-wheeler. There's my buddy. A good little scooter.
there's the guest ride for people that are not smart enough to say no. All right, we'll clean the tools, put them back on the shelf. We got a bunch of trees in the ground. Come back in about 6 months. Yeah, we'll come back in about 6 months, so 5-6 months later, later at the end of summer, and we'll see how they've done. Yeah, see how they've done. And then next spring,